Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Presque Regional High School for another Eastern Maine Class A matchup. We got the Presque Wildcats and the Nokomis Warriors about to do off here. About ready to get to the starting lineups. Presque coming into this game 6-6. Their head coach, when they won the state championship last year, has gone to Katahdin. So Jeff Bearden has taken over as coach as the Presque Lady Wildcats. As now the teams have been called to the sideline to introduce the starting lineups.
This afternoon, Presque Wildcats take on the visiting Warriors from Nokomis High School. Here are the status of today's games. First, Nokomis, a 5'3" senior, number 10, Presque, 5'5" junior, number 10, Katie Peters. Nokomis, 5'6" senior, number 20, Andrea Kelsey. Junior, number 22, Trina Presque. Nokomis, 5'11" sophomore, number 32, Tanya Craig. Presque, 5'4" junior, number 34, Billy Bob Haywood. Nokomis, 5'10" senior, number 50, Tiffany Malone. Presque, 5'11" senior, number 41, Allison Piper. Nokomis, 5'9" junior, number 52, Adrienne Dixon. Presque, 5'10" sophomore, number 44, Brianna Blanchard. The Warriors are coached by Earl Anderson. Wildcats are coached by Jeff Bearden. Today's officials are Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Boyd, and Mr. Merchant. Finally, the Presque Wildcats and the Nokomis Warriors respectfully request that all spectators display proper sportsmanship at all times. Please do not boo, taunt, or degrade coaches, players, or officials. Let's make good citizenship our #1 priority. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and honor and remove your caps as Melissa Llewellyn honors our country with a singing of our national anthem.
About set to get things underway here in Presque Isle High School. Another Big East matchup, Nokomis Warriors versus the Presque Isle Wildcats. Presque Isle coming in here 6-6 after last year winning the state championship. Controlled by a group of seniors that led it all the way with Kim Condon controlling. A younger and less experienced team with only 2 seniors on the team. Faces Nokomis, who have won 3 of their last 4. Number 44, Barina Blanchard, will jump against Tanya Cray for the Warriors. Ball gets tipped around. Adrian Nickerson comes up with it. Gets it over to Hope Curro. She'll control the ball for the Warriors. Gets it back out to Andrea Pelkey. To Falloon. Over to Hope Curro. Long pass to Tiffany Falloon for 3. No good. Ball rolls out of bounds. Number 44, Barina Blanchard, will check, pass it in for the Wildcats. And at Kate Piers. Guarded by Hope Curro. Pass over to number 34, Bleen Haywood. Stolen by Adrian Nickerson. And Hope Curro is going to get called for the travel. Blanchard for the Wildcats now. Pass into Piers. Out to McPherson. Shot by number 44, no good. Rebound, Hope Curro. Curro with it. Pass to Falloon. Back in her face. And she throws it away. Hits Piers on the run. She'll slow things up, take it right to the hole. Try to drive around Andrea Pelkey, and Pelkey fouls her. Andrea Pelkey picks up her first foul. Going to the line now, number 10, Kate Piers. And she hits her first. Presque takes a 1-0 lead. And she hits her second, so Presque Isle's out 2-0 here early. Long pass up to Tiffany Falloon. Back out, she's going to pass it over to Andrew Pelkey, gets it back out to Curro. Curro on the side over to Andrea Pelkey. Falloon for 3, no good. Rebound number 22, McPherson. And the Wildcats are bringing it up again by Piers. Over to Hayward. To Blanchard. Driving around inside, she hits the bucket. Blanchard has 2 points. Pass up to Nickerson. She can't hang on to it. McPherson comes up with it. And Presque Isle has the ball again. Driving around, and she double dribble. Turnover, Presque Isle. Checking into the game is Laura Pelkey and Christy Pine for Nokomis. Curro with the ball. Into Christy Pine. Pine up to Hope Curro. Pass over to Laura Pelkey. Long pass up to Pine. She's going to drive. Stop over to Andrea Pelkey. If it goes, it's for 2. Laura Pelkey gets the rebound. Putback's no good. And Blanchard comes up with the ball. Passes up to Hayward. Back to Blanchard. Quick inside pass to Piper. That's Pepper, and the ball will stay in the possession of Presque Isle. Blanchard into Piper. And Tanya Cray is going to pick up the foul. Checking into the game for Presque Isle, number 12, Milland, and number 40, Jen Hallett. Pass up to Piers. And Hope Curl's going to come up with a steal, but she can't hang on to it. And Laura Pelkey gets it to Hope Curl into Andrea Pelkey. Layup's too strong. Cray fighting for it. It'll stay Nokomis' possession. Presque Isle up 4-0 here. Hope Curl passes into Laura Pelkey. In, batted away by Blanchard. It'll stay Nokomis ball. Curl will try it again. into Laura Pelkey. Long pass over to Hope Curro. Into Cray. Back out to Curro. Curro for three. It goes, and it's a two-pointer. Hope Curro hits the first 2 points for Nokomis, and it's a two-pointer. Driving around with no one near, number 40, Hallett, sorry about that. Christy Pine with it, up to Cray, over to Hope Curro. Wildcats in a 3-2 zone. Andrea Pelkey's going to get fouled by number 10. That'll be the first foul for the Presque Wildcats, who are up 6-2 in this contest so far. Christy Pine with the ball for the Warriors. Back out to Hope Curro. Kind of backed off there, over to Pine for three. No good. And McPherson will come up with the ball for the Wildcats. Into Pelkey, and she steals it. Hope Curro bringing it up for the Warriors. Over to Andrea Pelkey. To Christy Pine for three. In and out. Laura Pelkey comes up with a board. Gets it back to Hope Curro. Andrea Pelkey with it now. Christy Pine with it now. Back out to Andrea Pelkey. She'll shoot it from the outside and drains it. Andrea Pelkey, 2 points. Millward will take it up for the Wildcats. And Christy Pine is going to pick up the foul. And Belanger will bring it out on the over by the cheerleaders there. Pass into McPherson. Hits Belanger on the run. Inside turnaround, Tanya Cray fouls her. Tanya Cray picking up her second foul. As Adrian Nickerson will check into the game for her. And Cray will take a seat on the bench. Going to the line, number 44, Brianna Blanchard. And she hits her first. Presque up 7-4, 3:17 to play in the first quarter. Second shot is good. Curro with it into Laura Pelkey. Back over to Hope Curro. Laura Pelkey hits Nickerson. Up to Pelkey, nice little weave. Christy Pine, open layup, and she hits it. Christy Pine with her first 2 points of the game so far. 8-6, Presque with the lead. Blanchard with it. Inside pass. Hits McPherson on the run, and she's going to get fouled by number 30, Christy Pine. Christy Pine picking up her second foul. And it looks like Tiffany Flune's going to check into the game for her. As well as number 10 and 41 for Presque Isle, Katie Piers and Allison Piper. Shot by number 22 is good. McPherson. She hits them both, and Presque Isle's up 10-6. As Adrian Nickerson falls down over here, she gets right back up. Hope Curl over to Andrea Pelkey, up to Nickerson, gets a finger on it, goes out of bounds, back to Presque Isle. Another turnover for Nokomis. They have 5 now. Nokomis working a little bit of a press. Up to McPherson, shot no good. Rebound by looking to see who it is, number 34, Haywood, and she gets fouled. Nickerson picking up her first foul. Warriors in a little bit of foul trouble here, as Amanda Dorman checked in for her. Blanchard with it, into Piper. Back out to McPherson, and she hits the bucket. McPherson with 4 points so far. Andrea Pelkey with it now. Pass up to Hope Curl. Hits Dorman on the run, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Nokomis ball. 2:10 to play in the first. Curl up to Andrea Pelkey. Over to Laura Pelkey. Inside to Dorman, knocked away, stolen by Blanchard. Bringing the ball up for the Wildcats, number 44, Blanchard. Haywood has it into Blanchard, gets it over to McPherson, and she'll hit the bucket. McPherson already with 6 points of the 14 that Presque Isle scored, and it's 14-6. Falloon with it, driving around, inside shot, and she hits it. Nokomis has had 4 different scorers in this game. Piper for 2, and she hits it. Presque Isle's doubled up Nokomis 16-8. Laura Pelkey hits Tiffany Falloon. Up to Dorman. Back over to Andrea Pelkey, over to Hope Curro. Into Falloon for 3. In and out, rebound by Piers. Bring it up, stolen by Hope Curro. Driving around, hits Laura Pelkey, and she gets the easy bucket. Up over to Piers, she'll bring it up. 45 seconds to play in the first quarter. Shot by Milford, no good. Sorry about that, that was Haywood, or Hayward. Long pass to Falloon, inside kick by Piper. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Curl will bring it in for the Warriors. Into Laura Pelkey, thought about the 3. Up to Andrea Pelkey. Over to Falloon. Into Hope Curro. Back out to Andrea Pelkey, 15 seconds left now. Falloon for 3, drains it. And it's a 6-point game all of a sudden. Bring it up, 5 seconds left. Over, shot at the buzzer by number 12, will not go. And at the end of the first quarter, it's 16-13. Here at Presque Isle, the score at the end of the first quarter is 16-13. As Tiffany Falloon hit a 3-pointer down the stretch to pull Nokomis within 3, and the Wildcats have the ball. Kate Piers with it. Inside pass stolen away by Laura Pelkey. Here's Nokomis' chance to cut it to 1. Curl, long pass up to Andrea Pelkey. Over to Laura Pelkey. Into Falloon. She'll slow things up, give it back out to Hope Curl. She'll fire a 3-pointer. It's off the mark. Rebound by number 14. It's Dean Ireland. Over to Blanchard. Back out to Piers. She'll shoot the 3, and she hits it. Kate Piers with 5 points now. Andrea Pelkey back up to Hope Curro. Curro dribbles down into a trap, gets it up to Tiffany Falloon, hits it over to Laura Pelkey. Over to Amanda Dorman. She can't hit the layup. Blanchard bringing the ball up for the Wildcats. Back over to Piers. Knocked away, rolls out into the hallway. And now the official has to go get the ball. I think he lost it. The ball was rolled away. All right, here it is. Hope Curl passes in for the Warriors. Both teams have been having some trouble with turnovers so far. Warriors have to be careful. They have one to give, but they'll be in the bonus. Curl with it, hits it up, and Laura Pelkey barely hangs on to it. She'll bring it up. Long pass to Andrea Pelkey. As Marcy Raymond just checked into the game in that last little effort there. Back to Andrea Pelkey, to Tiffany Falloon, inside to Laura Pelkey. She can't get it. Marcy Raymond gets the rebound to put back, and she's fouled. Raymond will go to the line. Marcy Raymond going to the line for 2 shots. And she hits her first. And she hits her second. So Nokomis cuts it to 4. Bringing the ball up for the Wildcats, number 34, Hayward. And it rolls out of bounds back to Nokomis. Here's a chance for Nokomis to get right back into things. Oh, it's going to stay a Presque Isle ball as it went off a Nokomis player. Long pass over to Milford. Inside to McPherson. Back out to Hayward. Ball goes off Nokomis, and it rolls out into the hallway again, and it rolls right back. Hope Curl with the ball into Andrea Pelkey. Back to Curl. Long pass knocked away. Running up on the floor, knocked out of bounds. And Blanchard will bring the ball out underneath the basket. Allison Piper will go to the line for 2. Or 1 and 1. First shot is good, so she'll get another one. 20-15, Presque Isle in the lead. We're in the second quarter. And the second shot is good. 6-point lead for Presque Isle Wildcats. Pass over to Laura Pelkey. Thought about giving it to Raymond. She'll dribble around now. Up to Hope Curl. In, knocked away off number 34, Hayward. And it will stay Nokomis ball out. He'll be taken out in front of the Presque Isle bench. Andrea Pelkey with it now. Back up to Hope Curl. Back to Pelkey, over to Curl again. Long pass to Falloon. She'll drive in. Gets it over to Raymond. Jump ball. It'll stay Nokomis. Checking into the game, number 32, Tanya Cray, replacing Marcy Raymond. Cray's got to be careful. She already has 2 fouls. Laura Pelkey shoots the shot, and she hits it. She has 4. And it's a 5-point game. Blanchard with it. Over to McPherson. Into Piper, into Blanchard. Looked like she had been fouled there. Tiffany Falloon comes up with a board. Nokomis needs to convert on this bucket if they want to get back into this game before halftime. Andrea Pelkey with it. Curl gets called for the travel. Looked like she was going to pop the 3 there, and then all of a sudden she just stopped, and Christy Pine will check into the game for her. Hayward with it. Back out to Hayward. She'll shoot it. And we'll see if the bucket's going to count. And count the basket. Blanchard will go to the line for a 1-and-1. So there's a chance that this could be a 4-point play. And she hits it, so she's going to have another one. It's already a 3-point play. And we have a timeout. So we'll be back in a minute. Yep. No, we're not. Back here at Presque, waiting for the Warriors to come back onto the floor, which they have. Blanchard shooting her second shot of the 1-and-1, where Andrea Pelkey committed a foul on her as Hayward took a shot. So if she hits this, it'll be a 4-point play to put Presque up by 8. She hits it, and Presque is now up by 8. An amazing job from the line so far. 10 for 10 from the line for the Presque Wildcats. Christy Pine and Tanya Cray, stolen by number 41, Piper. Gets her own rebound, putbacks, no good, and she gets fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. She's already hit 2 for 2 from the line tonight. .4:18 remaining in the second quarter. And she hits her first. Presque 11 for 11 from the line so far. And she hits her second, so the streak goes to 12. Up to Tanya Cray. As a Wildcat's falling down over there, number 41, Piper. She's got up. She's shaking it off. Nokomis turns it over. Back to Presque. Presque starting to show some of that dominance like they showed 1 year ago when they had Kim Condon and the rest of the Presque Wildcat senior team, which went 22-0 to win the state championship. Hayward bringing it around. Back to Hayward. 3 seconds in the paint on the Wildcats. Nokomis down by 10 now. Into Christy Pine. Long pass up to Tiffany Falloon. She hurries, she's going to have a 3-on-1, but she'll slow things up. Gets it up to Laura Pelkey. Pelkey driving around, back up to Christy Pine. Pine over into Falloon. Falloon driving. Knocked out of bounds, it'll stay Nokomis ball. Checking into the game is Ireland and number 40, Hellette. Laura Pelkey for 3, it's short. Cray gets the rebound, gets blocked by Blanchard, throws the ball out of bounds. Laura Pelkey gets a piece of it, so we'll go back to the Wildcats. Hayward bringing the ball up for the Wildcats. Pass over to McPherson. Up to Howlett. Howlett driving in. Can't get the shot to go. McPherson gets the rebound. Back out. Hayward comes up with it. 3 seconds in the paint again. Second time they've been called for 3 seconds in the paint. Laura Pelkey bringing the ball up right underneath us. To Dorman. Hits Tanya Cray on the run. Back to Christy Pine. Pine for 3. And she hits it. Pine with 5 points now. Nokomis needs to really start getting into this lead here. Down by 7, 2:50 to play in the first half. Up to Blanchard. Laura Pelkey doing a good job on defense over there. Hayward with it. Guarded by Dorman. Up over. Traveling violation against the Wildcats. And Presque is starting to commit the turnover game. into number 30. That's Pittsburgh. Curl with the ball. Up to Laura Pelkey. Hits Tanya Cray. Over to Hope Curl again. Still running that 3-2 zone. Falloon for 3. No good. Blanchard gets the rebound. And it looks like whoever gets the rebound on this Wildcat team will take it up as she gets called for double dribble. Presque with her 8th turnover so far as Piper checks back into the game. Nokomis needs to start converting if they want us to get back into this game. Timeout by the Nokomis Warriors. It's a 20-second timeout, so we'll be back in a minute. Or we'll just stay right here. Presque up 27-20. 2:09 to play in the second. Presque has hit 12 of 12 from the line so far. That's been a big, important part of them having the lead that they do, a 7-point lead. And leading the way right now is Piper with 6 points, as well as McPherson with 6. And Blanchard also has 6. So 3 players on the Wildcat team have 6 points. Christy Pine with it. Over to Hope Curl. Curl over to Tanya Cray. Over to Christy Pine. She's going to lose it to number 14, Ireland. And she's on a 2-on-2. She'll slow things up. Double team there. Blanchard has trouble with it. Gets it knocked around. Tiffany Falloon's going to foul her. Falloon will pick up her 2nd. Well, they're going to call the foul on Laura Pelkey. That'll be her 1st. Blanchard on the line, trying to make the streak 13 in a row. And she hits it. "13 for 13 on the line tonight for the Wildcats. And that's the first one that they've missed. Tanya Cray comes up with the board for the Warriors, down by 8. Minute 40 to play in the first half. This is right where they need a 3-pointer. Out to Laura Pelkey. Long pass to Falloon. Thought about the 3. She's going to have to hurry for the 5-second call. Back to Hope Curl. Over to Falloon. You can hear Coach Anderson yelling out what they need to do. Over to Christy Pine. Back to Falloon for 3. She hits it. Second 3 of the game. And it's a 5-point game. 1 minute to play in the first half. Nokomis, 2 of their last 3 shots have been 3-pointers. Up over inside to McPherson, and she hits the bucket. Up to Tanya Cray, 45 seconds to play in the first half. Tanya Cray loses the ball. Christy Pine comes up with it. Pine over to Falloon. Thought about the 3. She's going to throw it up. Wildcats will have it. She can't fight her way out of it. She gets it up to Blanchard. Pine comes up with it. All alone up to Hayward. And she hits the layup. That 3-point play over there didn't really help much as Nokomis just allowed 4 points. Cray with it. Over to Falloon. All open for the 3. And she buries it. Tiffany Falloon with her 3rd 3 of the game. And it's back to 6 as it rolls out of bounds. The score at the end of the first half, 32 Presque, 26 Nokomis. We'll be back in a minute. Back here, Presque going to run down the first half scoring so far. Hope Curl with 2 points. Laura Pelkey with 4 points. Andrea Pelkey with 2 points. Christy Pine with 5. Marcy Raymond had 2 points. Tiffany Falloon, 3 3-pointers, 11 points. Total 26. And for the Presque Wildcat, Katie Pierce had 5 points. McPherson with 8. Haywood with 4. Hallett with 2. Pipered with 6, and Blanchard had 7 for a total of 32. We'll be back with second half action after this. Okay, we're back here at Presque Isle where the score is 32-26. The Presque Isle Wildcats have the lead. An amazing effort. Pretty much the Presque Isle Wildcats have evened it out. And Tiffany Falloon had a hot second quarter where she came out and hit 2 threes in the last 2 minutes of the game to propel Nokomis as they're only down by 6. Blanchard brings it in. Wildcats now going to the left. Up to Hayward. Inside. Turnover Wildcats. Hope Curl with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Over to Tiffany Falloon. She'll shoot the 3, and she hits it. Tiffany Falloon, 14 points, 4 3-pointers. And it's a 3-point game all of a sudden. Having the ball at the top is Pierce. Inside, knocked away. Back to Nokomis. Second turnover of the half for the Wildcats, and now they have 10 total. And Blanchard knocked it away. It looked like Nokomis almost turned it over there. Up into Andrea Pelkey, over to Hope Curl, who brings it up. Double teamed, pass up to Laura Pelkey. She's bringing it. Let's get it over to Hope Curl. To Falloon in the corner for 3. Yes! She hits it. For her 5th 3-pointer of the game. And we're all tied up at 32. Pierce with the ball. Back up, knocked away. Hayward comes up with it. 4-3, number 10, and she hits it. Kate Pierce with it, her second 3-pointer of the game. Up over to Laura Pelkey. She's driving around. Pass over to Hope Curl. She'll bring it up. Hope Curl shoots it. Stops. No good. Rebound. Kate Pierce. She'll bring it up. She hurries. She's got a 3-on-2, but she'll slow things up. Back into Piper. Out to Blanchard. She'll shoot a 3. Off the mark. Andrea Pelkey comes up with a board. What a way to come out here. 3 3-pointers. 2 by Tiffany Falloon. 1 by Kate Pierce. Hope Curl over to Andrea Pelkey. Pelkey driving around. Back out to Falloon. Back to Andrea Pelkey, over to Hope Curl. Tries to get inside to Laura Pelkey. She gets it. Laura Pelkey gets her own board and gets the putback. And it's a 1-point game again. Pierce with it at the top of the key. She's got 8. Piper back to Pierce. And she has trouble with it, dribbling around. Into Piper. She hits her on the run. 8 points for Piper so far. Andrea Pelkey with it. Knocked away. Tanya Cray comes up with it. She'll slow things up. Give it back to Andrea Pelkey to Falloon. Tiffany Falloon back out to Andrea Pelkey. Looks like they're trying to set up Tiffany. She's had the hot hand, hitting her last 4 3-pointers. That's not Laura Pelkey. That's Hope Curl for 3. No good. And number 32, Tanya Cray, gets the putback. Cray, the leading scorer on the team, with her first bucket of the game. Pierce with the ball. into number 22. That's McPherson, and she gets fouled. Tiffany Bloom picking up her first foul of the game. Blanchard with it for three. And are they counting the bucket? We'll see here in a second. And they are, and they're counting it as a three-pointer. Now they're not counting the hoop. Referees discussed it around with three of them, and the bucket does not count. So Presque only has a 1-point lead instead of a 4-point lead. Passes in. Up to Piers, over in the corner to Blanchard. Blanchard gets fouled on the run. And Laura Pelkey has just picked up her 4th foul of the game. So Nokomis is in trouble as the freshman is threatening to foul out of this game. Into Piper, she can't get it. Gets her own rebound, back out to McPherson. Tanya Craig comes up with it, gives it over to Hope Curl. And here's the chance for the Warriors to take the lead for the first time in the game. Christy Pine with the ball. Back up to Hope Curl. Christy Pine goes diving into the bench to try to save it, and it'll go back to Presque Isle. Piers with the ball now for the Wildcats. Guarded by Hope Curl. Into Blanchard, she'll shoot it. Won't go, Hope Curl with a board. 1-point game stolen right back by McPherson. Hope Curl picks up the foul, and Pierce is going to the line to shoot 2. As a couple more players check in for the Wildcats. On the line, Kate Piers. And she misses her first. Presque, who would hit 13 of their first 14 shots, now with 13 of 15. And they've missed their last 3 as Tanya Craig comes up with another board. Hope Curl bringing it up. Guarded by Piers. Double dribble on Hope Curl. And Tiffany Floon checking back into the game for Hope Curl. Bringing the ball out in front of us, Blanchard. Up to Piers. Piers driving around Andrea Pelkey, drives right inside and hits the easy layup. And she's got 10 total so far. First Wildcat to get into double digits, and it's Katie Piers. Tiffany Floon driving around, trying to hit it inside. Piper comes up with a steal. Chance for the Wildcats to go up by 5. She can't hit it. And Tanya Craig comes up with another rebound. Tanya Craig's been killer on those rebounds so far in this third quarter. Andrea Pelkey driving right around. Ouch, tried to get it out to Falloon. And Hellett will come up with it. That's Beline Hellett. Came up with a steal. It'll stay white ball. Presque Isle up by 3. 3:11 to play in the third quarter. Pass up to Piper. Over to Blanchard. Blanchard's going to stop and shoot. Gets a roll, rebound, and the putback's good. Blanchard now has 9 points in the game. Andrea Pelkey all alone for 3, no good. Piper comes up with a board. Bringing the ball up on the side is Piers. She'll stop. Back out to Piper. Over to Blanchard. Up to Piers again. Pierce driving around back to Piper. Piper blocked by Tanya Cray, and she comes up with a steal. As Presque looks like to be there in trouble right there. Belina Blanchard went down. Looked like she sprained her ankle. She's their leading scorer. She's going to get up and walk it off. I'm going to get a hand here. And it looks like it may be for the rest of the game as she's hobbling over to the bench there. And McPherson will check into the game. This could really hurt Presque as she is the leading scorer on the team, the 5'10" forward sophomore. So Kate Pierce will shoot 2. And she hits her first. Second one is no good. So it's a 6-point game again. So Warriors setting up their defense now. So it'll be a 20-second timeout called by Piper as we're trying to find out how badly Belina Blanchard has been hurt. I don't see her on the bench, so she's probably already gone to the training room. As the Wildcats come back out onto the floor, as well as the Warriors. Pierce bringing it up. Over to Millard. 3 seconds in the paint. That's the third time they've been called on that tonight. And Nokomis catches another break. Andrea Pelkey bringing the ball up for the Warriors. Back to Falloon for 3. And she hits it. Tiffany Falloon with her 6th three-pointer of the game. Third of the quarter. 9 points in the third quarter. Tiffany Falloon has hit 6 three-pointers tonight. And I don't know how she just did it. Kate Pierce drove around the Nokomis defenders and gets the bucket to go. And it's a 5-point game. Andrea Pelkey takes it around. Andrea Pelkey just spins off. Nice little move there by Andrea Pelkey, and she gets 2 points. A third quarter of action, a 3-point game. 90 seconds left in the third. Kate Pierce with the ball for the Wildcats. Up into Piper, and she gets the bucket. Piper now has 10. Andrea Pelkey bringing it up for the Warriors. Over to Falloon. Into Tanya Cray. Can't get it. Batted around. And McPherson comes up with it for the Wildcats. Pierce bringing the ball up. Over to Piper. Back to Millard. Back to Pierce again. Driving inside, double team. They don't want to let her get any more baskets. Pipered with it. Inside, traveling violation against the Wildcats. And that'll be their 13th turnover so far. As number 34, Haywood checks into the game. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Andrea Pelkey bringing it up. What will Nokomis try to set up here? Pass up to Tiffany Falloon. She has had the hot hand of the quarter. Back to Christy Pine. Over to Falloon. They don't want to let her shoot another three-pointer. She has trouble with it. Gets it knocked away. She'll pick it up. Over to Andrea Pelkey. Try to get it inside to Tanya Cray and throws it out of bounds. It's a 5-point game. 9 seconds left in the third. 9 seconds. Pierce with the ball. 8 seconds. 5 seconds. Pierce with it. Over for 3 at the buzzer, and she hits it. Number 22, McPherson, hits a three-pointer at the buzzer. And we'll be back in a minute. We're back here at Presque Isle where Tiffany Floon has 20 points for the Nokomis Warriors. And for the Presque Isle Wildcats, Piers has 13 and McPherson has 11. But the Wildcats have an 8-point lead despite Tiffany Floon's 20 points so far. Up to Andrea Pelkey, shot no good. Rebound number 34, Hayward. Hits Piers on the run. She'll drive it around in for another layup. And she has 15 now. 7:30 to play in the game. Warriors down by 10. Christy Pine driving in. And she's going to get fouled. Piers picking up her third foul. People checking out and checking in. Laura Pelkey checking in with 4 fouls. Hope Curl with it. Trying to pass it in. Hits it up to Falloon. Falloon driving inside. And she will get fouled. Going over to pick the ball up. McPherson will pick up a foul. Presque Isle's only had 4 fouls committed in the first 3 quarters. Into Falloon for 3. Off the mark. Calling over the back on Christy Pine. And we'll go back to Presque Isle. Presque Isle up by 10. Kate Piers bringing it up. Piers driving around, tries it inside to number 41, Piper, and she can't hit it. Good news for Presque Isle fans. Marina Blanchard looks like she's about to check back into the game for the Wildcats. Christy Pine with it, back to Falloon. Tried to bat it away from her. Over to Hope Curro. Long pass to Christy Pine. She's driving in. Back over to Falloon, over to Hope Curro. Curro's feet weren't completely set for a 3-pointer. Back to Christy Pine. She'll hit the shot right there. Christy Pine now has 7 points in the game. Driving right around inside, turn around to, that's number 12, Marina Millard, and she gets 2 points. And they've had 8. Over to Tiffany Falloon for 3. Off the mark. Rebound by Christy Pine. She thought she'd picked up another foul. As the Wildcats have had 7 different people score on their team tonight. As well as the Nokomis Warriors, who are down by 10. 6:06 to play. Ball will get back knocked into Nokomis. Laura Pelkey with it. Hope Curro, 3-pointer. 5 points for the senior guard. And it's a 7-point game. Bringing the ball up, Katie Piers for the Wildcats. Piers with it. Gets it inside, back out to Piper, back to Piers. Into Blanchard. Fighting that ankle sprain just 2 seconds ago. Up to Hayward. Driving around. And a charge is picked up by Christy Pine. Great effort there, and the ball goes back to the Warriors. 5:23 remaining in the game. Warriors down by 7. Hope Curl bringing it up. Driving around to the side. Over to Laura Pelkey. She traveled. Kate Pierce bringing the ball up for the Wildcats. Over to Blanchard. 5 minutes to play in the game. Blanchard driving in. Can't hit the bucket. Tanya Cray with another board, and she's fouled. Fifth team foul on the Presque Isle Wildcats. Christy Pine bringing the ball up for the Warriors. Over to Hope Currow. Currow driving around. Into Tanya Cray. Turnaround shot will go. 5-point game. Nokomis stepping it up here in the fourth quarter. Into McPherson. The shot won't go. Rebound Tiffany Falloon. Up to Hope Currow. Nokomis did not beat the Wildcats last year as the Wildcats were perfect. Pine for two. No good. Rebound by number 41, Allison Piper. The Presque Isle Wildcats swept the Nokomis Warriors last year in 2 games, where the Nokomis just got hammered in both games by the scoring aspects of Kim Condon. Timeout Wildcats. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll be back in a minute. We're back here at Presque Isle High School, 4:01 remaining in the game, and Nokomis is down by 5. Presque Isle with the basketball. Katie Pierce trying to get around Hope Currow. Up to Blanchard, who's been quiet since she's returned to the game. Inside around by Piper. Tanya Cray is going to pick up the foul. That'll be her third. Piper will go to the line for 2. Presque Isle has been quiet from the line since the first half, where they hit their first 13 shots. And the second one is no good. And Blanchard comes up with a board. Pushes off and gets the inside turnaround bucket. And it's a 7-point game. 3:40 to play. Long pass up to Tiffany Falloon. Back to Hope Currow. Guarded by Blanchard, up to Christy Pine. She'll square for 3. No good, knocked out of bounds off the Wildcats. One more foul for the Wildcats, and they'll be sending Warriors to the line. Hope Currow with it now. Up to Christy Pine. Squares for 3. No good. Knocked around. Rebound by McPherson. Gets it over to Pierce, bringing it up on the side. Nokomis needs to play tough defense here. Blanchard with it. Up, long pass up to McPherson. Over to Haywood. Knocked out of bounds to stay Presque Isle ball. 3:03 remaining in the game. Haywood back up to Piper. Blanchard for 3. In and out. Haywood gets the rebound. Putback's no good. Tanya Cray comes up with a board. Up over to Hope Currow. Down by 7. Currow tries to hit an inside shot. Blanchard with a board. Stolen by Christy Pine. Ball rolls out of bounds. It'll go back to the Wildcats. 2:40 to play in the fourth. Blanchard with the ball. Into Pierce. Pierce drives around inside, knocked around. Traveling violation against Pierce. No loss, no gain for Nokomis. Just losing time off the clock. Trying to set something up. Down by 7. 2:30 to play in the game. Outer arc out to Laura Pelkey. Drives around inside. Hits Tanya Cray. Gets the bucket and the foul. Cray will go to the line for a 1-and-1. She has 6 points now and a free throw coming as it's a 5-point game. Tanya Cray on the line. Missed there, and Piper comes up with it. So the Warriors just get 2 off that. Pierce bringing it up. Nokomis trying to force a turnover. Into Piper, hits Belanger on the run. She's fouled, she'll go to the line for 2. And we'll see who the foul is. Tiffany Falloon will pick up her second. Crucial free throws for Belanger at the line. She hits her first one. Second one is missed. Tiffany Falloon with a board. And it's back to a 6-point game. They only get 1 on that possession. Over to Christy Pine. Drive around inside, shots no good. Craig, Tiffany Falloon comes up with it over to Laura Pelkey. Back to Falloon for 3. In and out. Rebound by Blanchard. Coming up, 1 minute 30 seconds in the game. McPherson with it. Nokomis down by 6. Over to Pierce for 3. No good. And the foul will be on the Wildcats, number 44, Barina Blanchard. Her second, team's 8th. Going to the line, Christy Pine. Pine for a 1-and-1. 5-point game. To cut it to 4 with 1 minute 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. No good. Rebound. Number 41, Piper. Turnover, and they almost turn it over by Presque. Warrior fans not liking that. As Pierce brings it up for the Wildcats. Turnover. Christy Pine has the ball. Jump ball. It'll stay Presque ball. Five-point game, 1:09 to play. Gets it into McPherson. Hits Belanger on the run. Cray fouls her, and she'll go to the line for 2. Belanger 1 for 2 from the line in the quarter. She's hit 6 of 8 in the game. And she hits her first. 6-point game again. Back to a 2-possession game. Big foul shots there. Timeout White. And it'll be a full timeout, so we'll be back in a minute. We're back here. Presque, and Nokomis comes back out on the floor. Down by 7. Nokomis with the ball. 2 shots were just hit by Blanchard, making it a 7-point game. Warriors need some 3-pointers, so look for them to set up Tiffany Falloon. And Christy Pine draws a foul on number 34. She'll go to the line again. Pine, who just hit 1 of 2. Pine to shoot a 1-and-1 with 1 minute in the game. And she hits her first one. Back to a 6-point game. And she nails the second one. Having trouble with it is Presque. Blanchard comes up with it. And she's got a 3-on-1 up to McPherson. McPherson, she's got 13 in the game. Christy Bang, inside turnaround shots, good. Timeout Nokomis. So Christy Pine picks up another basket. And we'll be back in a minute. Back here at Presque Isle, Nokomis down by 5. 40 seconds remaining in the game. Blanchard faking a long pass, gets it into number 10. Has trouble with it, gets it up to Haywood. They're going to have to return here. Their transition's not. And it rolls out of bounds back to Nokomis. Christy Pine should have been called for a foul there, and the referees missed it. And the Presque Isle fans are going crazy. 31 seconds left in the game. Nokomis down by 5. Look for a three-point shot here. Christy Pine, inside shot, she hits it. Timeout Nokomis. And we're going to stay right here. 3-point game, 24 seconds left on the clock. Amazing, the referee missed it. Christy Pine just went up behind the back and pushed the Presque Isle player down. She fell down. Ball rolls out of bounds. Andrew Pelkey hits Pine up on the inside shot. She hits it, and it's a 3-point game with 24 seconds left on the clock. An exciting game. Presque Isle 60. 57 Nokomis. If either team gives another foul, they'll be putting their opponents in the double bonus. Nokomis would like to draw a foul right here. They step back onto the floor as well as the Wildcats. Wildcats rushing over, 24 seconds left on the clock. Presque Isle's had pretty much a 10, 12-point lead in the whole game. Fourth quarter action has seen it slip away. Gets it into number 10, Piers, has trouble with it, and they'll call Andrea Pelkey with a foul. If they wanted to foul someone, if Piers is to be a good person to foul, she is 3 for 6 from the line, only shooting 50% so far tonight. She misses both. Nokomis has a chance to tie it. But she nails the first one. Now it's back to a 2-possession game. Or a 3-pointer with a foul. 20 seconds left in the game now. She hits her second, so it's a 5-point game. Up to Christy Pine, turned over. Pine's going to come up with a steal, and she'll get fouled. She's going to the line for 2. Pine, who made a mistake, but it gets the ball right back into her hands. So here's a chance for Pine to cut it back to 3. 2 foul shots, 14 seconds left in the game. And she misses her first one. And she hits her second. Nokomis pretty much has to foul here. Belanger gets it up. Christy Pine tries to get in there, and she commits the foul. That's her 4th. Pine picks up her 4th. Going to the line is Blanchard. 4-point game. 8 seconds left. In and out on the first one. The second one's a big one. Look for Nokomis to call a timeout if they get the rebound. And she hits the second one. And it'll be a 20-second timeout by White. The Presque Isle Wildcats with a 5-point lead, 8 seconds left on the clock, so it's not over yet. Who will the Warriors go to for a 3-point shot? Tiffany Falloon has 20 points. 18 of those off 3-pointers. Tanya Cray has been hot on the inside. Will they go for an inside shot? Christy Pine has had a great fourth quarter. Hope Curls also hit a 3 in this game. Christy Pine bringing the ball up. Pine for 3. No good. Goes out of bounds. And that's the end of the game. Wildcats win it 63-58. So we will be back right in a minute, wrapping this game up. We're back here. Presque going to run down the scores here. Hope Curl with 5 points. Laura Pelkey with 6 points. Andrea Pelkey with 4 points. Christy Pine with 15. Tanya Cray with 6. Marcy Raymond with 2. Tiffany Flew with 20. 18 off 3-pointers. And for the Presque Wildcats winning the game 63-58. Kate Pierce 17 points. Mary Millard 2 points. McPherson had 13. Haywood 4. Hallett with 2. Piper with 10. And Blanchard with 15 as the Wildcats win. Improved to 7-6 on the year. That pretty much wraps it up for Presque Isle. So I'm Elgin Traylor signing off from Presque Isle, where the Presque Isle girls have pulled it out 63-58.